All right, welcome back. We have a special guest in the house joining us this morning. We can draw attention to a number of salient issues that we have on the show, especially healthcare, by keeping up with matters on some of these matters on the front burner. And today, we have set our sights on tuberculosis, especially in the light of the just concluded Public-Private Mix Summit for Tuberculosis Control in Nigeria. I have Dr. Ayodele Awe, the National Professional Officer in charge of tuberculosis from the World Health Organization, Abuja, here with me to discuss this.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, you had a summit that ended yesterday.
Yeah.
So talk to us about this and why this was necessary at this time.
Yeah, well, the summit was organized by the World Health Organization in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health and Lagos State Government. It was focusing on the problem of tuberculosis, which is huge and is becoming huger and huger. I use that word so that you know it's. The focus was particularly the private health sector and private corporate collaboration. The participation of the private sector in tuberculosis control is not something that we can talk of. So the purpose of the meeting was to bring the private health sector and the private corporate organization together with the government. That's what I call public-private mix, to sit down and talk about the challenges of tuberculosis, which is becoming huge in Nigeria, and particularly in mega cities like Lagos State. The summit is supposed to go to several cities. We started in Lagos because Lagos has the highest burden in Nigeria, and so the meeting, which was 2 days, looked at the private sector, health, and also the corporate. The private sector, health-seeking behavior of Nigerians, as you know, we go to private health facilities first. And then, we have only about 26% of the total private facilities in Nigeria participating in TB. So if health-seeking behavior is 60%, people are going there, and we have only 26% of them. It means that we cannot have access. We have to ensure that all the private health facilities are able to collaborate with us.
All right, so we're just going to take a look at a clip of the video of the part of the summit that took place just recently. Let's have a look. Now, this is one of the sensitization videos that was aired at the summit. Now, I'm looking at the cover of Vanguard this morning, and the statistics that I'm looking at are very troubling. It says 1 person dies every 3 minutes of tuberculosis. 3,000 people die every week, and then 18 persons die every hour. And by the end of the year, 145,000 people would have died from tuberculosis. And this is like a ticking time bomb. So this is one of also the reasons why you held this summit.
One statistic left that is that every hour, 47 persons develop tuberculosis, every hour. And out of that 47, 7 are children. So we projected this from the data that we collate with the World Health Organization at the end of the year. And we put them so that it's tracking to let people know that TB is just close to us. Several persons are developing tuberculosis without knowing that they develop tuberculosis. Let me say, now, tuberculosis is a chronic disease. which the commonest symptom is coughing. And cough is a socially accepted symptom. When you cough, people say, even God bless you.
Yeah.
And then so over time, people have been overlooking cough. And if it is tuberculosis, it goes beyond 2 weeks. So we are saying that any person that is coughing for 2 weeks or more should seek help. We have machines, which is called GeneXpert, that can diagnose that sort of person if it's tuberculosis. So persistent cough for 2 weeks or more should be the slogan to say, yes, go and seek for tuberculosis. Because these cases we are seeing now are usually coming when the disease have already destroyed the lungs, and that's when you see people coughing blood. So we are missing a lot of cases. As of now, we saw that 300,000 missing TB cases. Nigeria ranks second in largest burden in Africa, and globally after Pakistan, after India, we are number 7th. Highest burden means that we have such new cases we are seeing. Nigeria, each year, we are expected to see about 400,000 new cases. We are only seeing about 100,000 for the past 10 years. So it means that there are 300,000 TB cases that are in the community.
That are undiagnosed.
That are undiagnosed. And what do? They are infecting others. One TB person can infect 15 persons each year. And you can see the multiplier effect. 400,000 new cases every year cumulative, and then we're only seeing 100,000. So there are huge persons in the community that we need to detect. So the purpose of this summit is to bring the private health sector and the private corporate organization together to look at where are these missing 300,000 new cases. And as I said before, you know, health-seeking behavior. If I'm coughing, I won't go to hospital. I will just go to private chemist, give me, and then I take something.
Yeah.
And then if it goes on and on and on, then you start to seek traditional medicine, and it goes on. After 2 months, you start to cough blood. And that's when they say, this could be a problem. So we are trying to use that meeting to create awareness, one, for the press, that any person that is coughing for 2 weeks or more, please, we have diagnosis. Just check it. We have a machine that within 100 minutes will tell you whether it's tuberculosis. 2, we brought private health sector together, all the private nurses, private hospitals, so that we are saying, our people go to you. Health-seeking behavior, 60%. We are only having TB, the number of proportion of facilities that are collaborating with us in private is only 26%. So if we want to get these missing cases, they are within your facilities. And so please come together and let's how we collaborate.
Now, Dr. Awe, a lot of these things that you're saying to us, I mean, there's people watching now and you know, the general public, and you're being here with us as part of this sensitization campaign. What do people need to do? You've said if you're coughing over 2 weeks,
just go to the nearest hospital. We have 7,000 health facilities that are prepared, that have those machines to test.
Is it free? Well, how do they?
It's free.
Okay.
Just go there. We have some facilities that we call dot centers. They are in all the general hospitals in Nigeria now.
Yes.
And then all the general hospitals and even tertiary institutions. When you are coughing for 2 weeks, just go to say, please, I am coughing, I need test. They will direct you there.
So they'll check to ensure that it's not a tuberculosis.
They will direct you without paying a single kobo. We have made provisions for this. And they'll just take you, take sputum from you, and they check it. And 100 minutes, we have a machine called GeneXpert machine. It's a revolutionary molecular machine. It's what like PCR that they use for HIV. They just take it and they put it there and you check it. I have in one church, one woman, after we have shown this video of cough, and then she came and said, yeah, my driver has been coughing. The driver has been coughing for some time, and the car, she will say, this is your cough, we go. And then sometimes she will just say, and for almost about 1 year, the driver will lower the window and spit blood, but she's not seeing it. And she sits in the air-conditioned car in Lagos for about 2 hours. So, but as soon as she heard this message, she took the driver to a place, and then they checked that it was TB.
Wow.
But lucky for her, she has not caught it. You understand? So we want to ask that any person in the community that's coughing for 2 weeks, it's available now. Treatment of TB takes some time. Just go to any place, and then public now, we only have 26% collaborating in private. Just go to any hospital. Ask for the DOT center, or just ask
the
them.
DOT center, and then you can get treated.
And then you can just get checked.
Wow.
And treatment is also free, courtesy of the government.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Awe, for joining us this morning. I've learned quite a lot this morning, and we have to take a break now. There will be more on the show after this break.